How are you going with your New Year's resolutions? 31st of December, we always start with such excitement. It's the end of the year, we're going to celebrate the new year starting soon, and we've all come up with these great ideas. Sadly, many of those great ideas have been great ideas the year before that, and maybe even decades before. And whilst we start with the enthusiasm in January, we quickly run out of discipline or time or energy or focus to roll them out. More importantly, in business, you have a second New Year's resolution opportunity, which is the 1st of March or the start of your financial year end, where whatever happened in the last year, you can do nothing about. But whatever you can create in the new year is completely different. But why do we not bring about the change? Well, the reality is most of us don't really want the change. If we were that unhappy, we would have done something about it. If we were that excited about the possibility, we would be chasing it. So the first thing to do is to make sure that you get an understanding of what is it that you really want. Is it something that you want, or that you're expecting other people, or that society is placing upon you? Is it something that you really want? Not need. Because need is something when sometimes the pressure gets too much. I don't really want to exercise, but now I've had a heart attack. And if I don't get my act together, I'm going to have another. So that's forced upon me. We don't want to get to that point. But what is it that I truly want? And sometimes we have to be sure about that and take a little bit more time to understand what that is. The second part is to have less on the list in the first place. Think back to 31st of December. Normally at things like we're going to exercise, we're going to not have any alcohol, we're going to eat well, we're going to have date nights and buy flowers and phone our friends and spend time with our families, and we're going to do all this stuff all at the same time. Really? Really? You still only got 24 hours. And your phone is sucking up multiple hours of that just on screen time. And then you still have to sleep a certain amount of hours and work and do all sorts of things. So maybe secondly, less is more. Maybe understanding what are the true priorities and saying no to everything else becomes that much more important. I think it was Warren Buffett that said, write down your 25 most important priorities. Then pick the top 5 and never ever look at the other 20 ever again. But even within those 5, the chances are you probably have to pick 1 or 2 at a time to focus on. I had the privilege of working with Mpumelelo Mhlongo, a South African Paralympian. And I remember him saying to me, but Harry, you said to me and led me to believe that I can have anything and everything I want to. Zig Ziglar even said that if you help enough people to get what they want, you can have everything that you want. But here's the challenge. You can't have it all at the same time. So make sure that you, 1, understand what it is you want, but 2, cut it down, fewer priorities, and then stick to it. The third one is the constant reminder. It doesn't help that it's in the back of my mind or the front of my mind or even coming out of my mouth. I need to see it visually around me. So whether that is a dream chart, a vision board, the background on your phone, something you stick on the fridge, something you carry around with you, something at your desk, you have to see it all around you for the visual reminder. You have to talk about it all the time. Talk about what you want. Reinforce the importance of it and the selectiveness of it so that you are programming the importance thereof. Talk about it with yourself, of course, but share it with others. Because if others know that you're on a mission to achieve something, they generally try and help you do that. So no matter where you are in this year, no matter where you are with your New Year's resolutions, if you want the change, number 1, decide what is the most important. What do you want? Be clear on that. Number 2, streamline it, simplify it, narrow it down to the most important elements. And number 3, put it up visually, talk about it, and get on with it. And then the last one, number 4. The reason why this company is called Action Coach, it's not when I get a chance, coach, maybe tomorrow, coach, if the whole world supports me, coach. It is the actions we take and the little actions every day. That doesn't mean you won't have a stumble. That doesn't mean you won't have a bad day or an off day. That just means every day we take the actions to what we want and we do it consistently. Bring about the change that you want. Only you can do it.